Hello everyone, this is Jeannie with Makers Unify, and it is that time of year again. It is Junk Journal January. This is a journal that I made last week, I believe it was. I have 3 different signatures in here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a signature that I want to use or I want to start with. So I guess it's 30 days. How many days are in January? 31? So we're going to do we have different prompts, one for each day. And so this is, like I said, this is the journal that I made last week. I did make the cover for it as well, which was kind of fun. And so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pick this signature and take it out of the whole binder journal cover thing here and get started. So the first prompt for day 1 is creative reset. Plus I also want to put some information in there, like title it 2026 junk journal or something like that. So I'm just kind of going to flip through here, and you can start on any page that you want, but I kind of like to go in order unless for some reason my ephemera won't fit on that page. So here I'm going through my stash as I usually do to try and figure out the pieces that I want to use for the journal. So I decided that I wanted to paint the inside of the cover, and I'm trying to get my paint out of the tubes. Now, I have a question for you wonderful people out there, you wonderful viewers. I store my paints upside down. Is that wrong? Because they're kind of goopy on top, even though I shake them. Like, that's really gross. So let me know how I'm supposed to store them. Upside down, sideways, I have no idea. But I am storing them upside down, and I think that might be wrong. So I really don't know what I'm doing here, but I went ahead and sprayed the paper. It is a watercolor paper, so it should be fine. And then I'm just going to go through here and kind of swirl these different colors on. I was trying to kind of match the journal prompt that you see underneath there with the green boxes. So I'm just going to go through here and just kind of play around and see how it turns out. Junk Journal January was originally created by Meg Journals, but she is not hosting it this year. This year it's being hosted by Creativity and Coffee, if you want to follow her on YouTube. And if you want to see what other junk journal artists, I guess you could say, are doing, you can look for the hashtag Junk Journal January 2026. All one word, no spaces or anything, and look to see what they're doing and get some inspiration for yourself. I can't wait to go look at their pages and see what other junk journal people are doing. So go give them some love, like and support, and give them comments and things like that to help support their channel. And of course, to look for inspiration, because there's so many different creative people out there, and you'll find inspiration somewhere for sure. There's somebody out there that's going to just spark your inspiration and get you going on your own junk journals, or help you through this junk journal challenge. Now that everything's dry, I can go ahead and start gluing on my ephemera and other things that I want to put in here. So this is basically a pocket on the inside cover of the journal, and this is going to hold the prompts, the list, so I know where it's at, and then I can remove it if I need to, so I don't have to keep flipping back to the first page to see what the prompt is. I can just pull it out if I want. So as you'll see a lot throughout this video, or even throughout this whole series, I like to I don't even know what you call it, but putting the brown ink on the edges of the paper to kind of make it look antique-y. I like doing that to a lot of things. I do have a pink one too that I'm going to use. So just going to go ahead and continue on with what I want to put in here or how I want to design it. I have these stencils here that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. These are actually pretty nice. So I'm going to figure out kind of eyeballing what I want to do. That's the beauty of just kind of pull things out and just to surround myself with them. I disappear a lot in this video, but I cut a lot of that out because I'm searching for things that are around me or somewhere around me in my studio. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick a stencil out here. Like I said, I'm just kind of going by my creative intuition, I guess. A lot of times once I get started on a project, it takes a totally different turn than what I had started out to do. Or even sometimes I'll start a project not knowing what to do and not wanting to start it. But if you just start, something, inspiration will hit. And you know what? If it doesn't, then just stop. You can go back to it another day, or like with the journal prompts, maybe day 5 looks better to me than day 4, so I would just jump to day 5. But so far, so good. Obviously, it's first day. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my pink ink from here to use on the stencil. And then I'm going to incorporate some of that paint because I felt bad that all that paint was sitting there not being used. So 9 out of 10 times, if you are not hearing any, I guess you could call it ASMR noises from my work, someone has come to my studio to talk to me. So I mute out the conversation. But this one, I think, came down to ask if I was making dinner. And I said no. And so he said, well, I'm going to throw a couple of pizzas in the oven then, which is awesome. I respect him for that because I don't really like making dinner. So we'll probably have dinner made at least maybe 3 times a week. And then everybody's kind of on their own. We have either leftovers or we have frozen pizza or chicken or whatever. My children are all adults, so they can figure it out. And I don't have to cook every night. So my husband and I kind of take turns, and we, like I said, we might have 3 dinners a week because we're just tired after, so many years of making dinner every night. I know I am. Let me know in the comments if you're kind of done making dinner and every night and kind of want to just do your own thing. I'll have a sandwich or cereal. I don't really care. It's not really a big deal to me. So I like breakfast. Breakfast, I like when the kids were in school, they had a hot breakfast every morning, even if it was just, toaster waffles. But a lot of times I made fresh pancakes and eggs and pretty much whatever they wanted because I just wanted to make sure they started the day off right. And I know when I was younger in school, I did not have breakfast every morning, any morning for that matter, because I was always running late to get myself to school. My elementary school was a block away, and I was the youngest of 7, and so we would get ourselves up and get ready for school. And a lot of times 9 out of 10 times I did not eat breakfast, and honestly, I would pass out at school. So they would get me a little jug of milk and, to tide me over until lunchtime. I did come home for lunch because, again, it was a block away, and would have whatever, sandwich or whatever. If I left my mom a note in the morning, I'd ask her to make me pancakes for lunch, which I loved. I loved having pancakes for lunch. When I got home, I'd go back to school and kind of brag to my friends that, they had a paper bag lunch with a cold sandwich, and I had hot pancakes. I was so happy. Anyway, so that is my rant about not really wanting to make dinner. So, and then here's the cookie tin. How many times have you opened the cookie tin looking for cookies, right? Usually there's a sewing kit in there or a bunch of, needle and thread or whatever. So I have several of these that I use for my little ephemeras and things. So I'm just going to sort through this and figure out how I want to decorate this page. I've also been on a kick using this corner rounder. I don't know why, but I just want rounded corners, and so pretty much been clipping all the corners on a lot of these different ephemera pieces. So this book I just got for Christmas for my daughter, the Bees, Birds, Butterfly Sticker Anthology. So this is my first time using it, so I'm going to flip through and figure out what I want. I'm looking for pinks or peaches, something like that to match the page, obviously. So this is a really cool book. I'm not sure where she got it. Maybe Amazon? I have no idea. Amazon has everything, so they might have it. And so, I'm just going to go ahead and pick out a few things from this sticker book and let's put them on the page. Sorry, you'll have to excuse the squeaky floors. My studio is in the basement, and you can always hear people walking above me. The kitchen's right above me, as well as the laundry room, so sometimes laundry's going, or the dryer's going, or other noise you hear is the furnace going, so it's not a very quiet place to record, but it works out. So again, just flipping through the journal, looking for a butterfly, and obviously I choose this one and going to put it on the page. I do make sure that I number each of my journal prompt pages. Obviously this is number 1 because I always don't go in order. It depends. So this is the page. This is the first page. Day 1 is called Creative Reset, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm going to get some things ready for my the next day for day number 2. Look on the left. Maybe you can guess what it is. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy some pizza. So thank you so much for watching. This is Jeannie with Makers Unify, and until day 2, I will see you, or hopefully you will see me later. Bye-bye.